I wanted to take this time to make some reminders, if you will. Social networking site, Facebook, MySpace, blogs, these are sites for entertainment, education, sharing of information, sharing of ideas. Somewhere we've lost sight of what these sites truly are and how we should operate within them amongst ourselves and with each other. A good instructor will often give you a textbook and then tell you to read so many chapters from this textbook, and then you show up one day for the test and maybe 2% of what's in the book will actually appear on the test. There may be some lecture component to the instruction which will require us to write down and take notes of certain things which may not necessarily be in the book or the given material. But ultimately, the idea is to teach and operate from a position of self-education. We're taught how to learn, how to study, how to grasp information. And that's why we're given the book. The idea is that we will go home and dissect the book and dissect the material and bring it into our own personalized, individualized application, thus making it easier to recall, to respond when given, if you will, the test. But we're talking about social networking, Facebook. I blog what I feel. I blog what I am doing. I blog what's going on in my world, in my life, in my house, if you will, at any point in time. The fact that others enjoy it is a blessing. The fact that there's a sense of co-unity across culture, across religion, if you will, as it relates to spirituality and religion, as it relates to deities, orishas, African culture, is a blessing. But it is a falsehood, to use a softer word, to assume that I am obligated now to teach you, if you will, in every post. It's the lazy man, the lazy woman who wants to sit back and absorb just through my post. You wouldn't absorb through any teacher, through any class instruction. The idea is to self-teach, to study, to understand the material, that the instructor is a guide. This is what we need, where we need to be at point A, where we need to be at point B, where we need to be at point C. This is what you need to grasp in order to graduate, if you will, receive your certificate, move along from this particular course of instruction. But I'm just blogging. To assume that you're going to get in my blog what my students would get, what my paid clients would get, is very ego-based. The fact that I share anything, just like the fact that you share anything, is a blessing. It's a gift. Many of you don't even share your real names. Many of you don't even share your real face. But there's almost a assumed responsibility now with rude comments and sidekicks here and there that I should be obligated to spill a dissertation on religion and culture and ritual practice every time I post a photo, every time I post a blog, every time I say anything on Facebook. And it's ridiculous. It's childish. It's foolish. It's slavery time in its mentality. Self-educate. That's what I'm doing. I've been initiated. I've been to school. I've been in university. But I'm self-teaching. Every day I'm delving into the material. I'm reading the books. I'm going through the text. I'm listening to the material. And I'm doing it here in my personal life, in my temple life, So naturally, I'm doing it also on Facebook. But it doesn't now mean that I'm obligated to explain in great detail every single thing that I'm doing with every single picture, every single symbol. It's foolishness at its best. But understand that all is indeed a blessing. I am here for you and with you. I'm most often very giving, if you will, in terms of how I interact and communicate online. But I have a life. I have a full ministry. I would be a liar if I spend as much time online as many of you do, okay, and then didn't have any waking hours left to do any of the things that I stand on, which is community, which is activism, which is Congo Square, which is Mardi Gras Indians. Today is St. Joseph's Day. It's a big day in New Orleans for New Orleanians and culture and Mardi Gras Indians. And then I'll be headed to Congo Square. But I took the time, even still, to respond. So again, all is indeed a blessing. And let's just be a little bit more careful about how we interact and communicate and what our expectations are of each other on Facebook and in the social networking sites. Ashe.